Good evening, everyone, and especially to Captain Sir Lea Cayos. And today I'm going to talk about the ship stresses, and the measures on board to counteract the effect of ship stress. So, first, ships are constantly subjected to various stresses due to the forces acting on their structure from waves, cargo, and operational maneuvers. These stresses, if unchecked, can compromise the ship's integrity and safety. So later on, we're going to talk about the common ship stresses. So first, we have the first stress. The stress is hogging, H Hogging, hogging, occurs when the ship's center experiences upward buoyant forces due to being supported by a wave crest, while the bow and stern are subjected to downward force from the weight of the ship. So, ang kuan na niya, the explanation ani kay tungod sa kuan buoyant or upward na force, makita na to diri sa picture na nalumping ang barko pababaw. Maong natawag siya og hugging. Ang effect niya kay the ship's keel bends upward. Ang tunga mao ang napiko upward in the center, stressing the upper deck in tension and the bottom in compression. Ang forward ang aft kay talumping. Mao ang makita na sa picture na sa tunga. Next is sagging. Happens when the bow and stern are supported by wave crest, while the center of the ship is in wave through, causing downward forces in the center. So, sagging mabutan na to siya sa explanation na like inyohang elderly na lolo or lola, makita niyo sa skin na mo na siya niyat-yat or nagbitay na, mo nang gitawag na sagging. Pero ang kani, since tungod man ni siya sa wave crest and wave row causing downward forces in the center, mounting ang barko na sagging effect. The ship's keel bends downward, stressing the bottom in tension and the upper. Makita nato sa picture na napiko siya pero paubos. Sa hugging, pababaw. Ang kani, paubos. Next is shear forces. Occur when adjacent sections of the ship experience unequal vertical forces, especially near the midship area or where the weight distribution changes abruptly. So, makuha ni siya sa ugkong ang inyong barko kay dili si tawagan niya kanang dili balanse na ang bisag asara ang weight na mabutang ang maka-effect ana niya kay causes structural deformation and potential failure at weak points, deck in compression. So ang like kung sa lawas pa ang bukog sa barko ma-weak or like mapiko, maunsa ba, mabawg, weak and deck in compression, like makumot ang nasa babaw, mao na maka-effect sa shear forces. Is torsional stress generated when the ship is subjected to twisting forces, often due to uneven wave action on the port and starboard sides. So torsional stress ug kung sa lawas pa na siya diri makita siya tungod sa uneven wave action sa port side o starboard side. Ang effect niya kay leads to twisting of the hull, particularly in the ships with wide decks like container ships. Makita nato diri sa picture na masyag na twist, no? Makita nato tungod sa uneven wave action from the port side and starboard side. So next is panting. Panting, alternating inward and outward movement of the hull plates near the bow or stern due to changes in water pressure as the ship pitches or encounter waves. So, makita nato dito sa picture na ang maapektuhan jud kay ang hull plating, which is ang skin sa barko. Kanang panit na nato, which is skin sa barko. can lead fatigue and weakening of hull plating tungod sa pressure sa water o ang encounter sa waves. So, next is pounding or slamming. The repetitive and forceful impact of the bow or flat bottom sections of the hull against waves when the ship moves at high speed or in rough seas. So, gingon diri na ang atubangan sa barko or kung makita nato diri sa picture kay magbalik-balik og bunal tungod kung paspas ba ang barko or ang bawod kay kanang kusog ba nya maka-affect ani kay localized damage to bow or keel area which is sa tubangan and sa ubos sa bow which is the keel. Next one is racking, side-to-side distortion of the ship's structure caused by rolling in heavy seas. So makita nato diri na sa picture na nagpabawd-bawd siya mga na barko. Maganahan na siya na makakos tungod sa ang balod sa barko niya. Ang effect niya kay stresses the ship's transverse frames and bulkheads. Mao gyapon nasa sa tubangan and nasa bow part bulkhead na adala ang ma-affect sa heavy seas which is matawag na racking. Next is how to countermeasure o measures to counteract ship stresses. So unsay mga buluhaton para ma-counteract ang mga stresses sa ship. So naay unong ka countermeasures para sa mga stresses. So first natay structural design features. Number 1, longitudinal strength. Ships are designed with robust longitudinal framing to resist hugging and sagging. So, kung ang ship's hull ilang mas gipabaga para makaresist sa hugging and sagging forces. So, sunod kay transverse strength. Frames and bulkheads are added to counteract rocking and torsional stresses. So, ang frames kay mas gipalig-on I don't know sa ilang ikuan para siya ma-counteract ang torsional stress, dili malubag, di ma-twist ang ang body sa ang torso, and bulkheads para sa rocking dili di makaguba. And double bottom construction provides extra strength and distributes load evenly, reducing shear and bending stress. So ang ilawom sa barko kay gidublihan to provide strength, and ang gibugaton kay ma-spread evenly and ma-reduce ang shear o ang mga lumping-lumping. And next is reinforced bow and stern areas, strength with thicker plates to withstand panting and pounding stress. Mao gyapon gipabagga para lagi di ma-weak ang hull and dili ma-damage ang bow o keel area. Next is loading ballasting practices. So proper cargo distribution, evenly distribute cargo weight to avoid excessive shear forces or uneven loading which can amplify sagging or hugging. So dapat ang inyong buhaton kay dapat ang mga cargo kay evenly distribute, dili ra nasa usa ka place para maka-avoid mo sa excessive shear forces o sagging and hugging. Ang next is ballast management, which is adjust ballast to maintain an even keel and reduce stress concentration, especially during unloading or rough weather. Mao ni ang it could be water or rocks na nasa keel, not wajid lang sa keel, pero keel and nadiri sa babaw. Mao na ang ballast management na para ma-maintain ang even keel and reduce stress concentration. especially during unloading in rough weather. Next is avoid overloading or daghan mo og karga. Na example ang inyong barko kay kuan kanang gamay ra nya kuan ra kanang ang need ra niya 50 tons pero nasobrahan niyo 60 tons mo nang malubog ang barko. Adhere to load line marks to ensure the ship is not overloaded, minimizing structural strain. Sa inyo tanawon kung pila ra jud kutob ang dapat makarga sa inyong barko para di mulubog. Next is operational measures. Speed adjustments, change course to avoid hitting waves head on. Wrong. Weather routing. So sa speed adjustment is to reduce speed in rough seas to minimize pounding and slamming. So kung kusog man kuno ang bawd sa kuan dagat, magpahinay ra kuno kuan mga 2 knots. Mga 2 knots para malikayan ang sigabunal ang inyong kuan barko. And course alteration, change course to avoid hitting waves head on, reducing torsional and slamming stress. So o kung dirang dapitan yung giagian kay kusog ang bawod, pwede mo agi sa lain na kuan. Sana lain mo change course mo para makalikay mo sa kuan torsional and slamming stresses. Next is weather routing. Use weather routing system to avoid areas with rough seas and high wind conditions. So, ang kanang barko, daghan man dyan kanang mga kagamitan na ma-detect kung nabay bagyo, gamit na GPS, di na makita. So, mana, para ma-avoid ang mga maguban yung barko. Next, number 4 is monitoring and maintenance. Stress monitoring system. Modern ships are equipped with stress monitoring system to provide a real-time data on hull stresses, allowing timely corrective action. So, ang yung mga barko kay na yung mga device or equipments na makadetect o kung dapat kinahanglan na ba ni sa maintenance, mga ingana para makalikay sa disgrasya. Regular inspections. Frequent inspection of critical areas, key, labag, and framing help identify address structural issues early. So, dapat dili niyo pasagdaan. Mura ra gud nga sakyanan nga na magkinahanglan og inspection para makita ninyo kani diri dapita taya dapat ni weldingon, dapat ni ikuan na ipadukdok. Mana ang regular inspections. Maintenance of structural integrity, repair cracks, corrosion, and deformation in hull plating and flange promptly. Mao na mga buhaton sa mga cadets, no, mga bag-o pa lang. Magtiltil o taya, mag-welding, no, maintenance and structural integrity. Last one is number 5 pa. Use of bulkheads, waterlight bulkheads. Limit the spread of flooding and enhance the traverse strength. Mana magamit ni sa inyong barko para dili bahapon dayon, no? And collision bulkheads protect the ships from damage caused by head-on impacts. Mana na ang na siya sa tubangan, no? Nasa bow para like kanang para sa kumagi mo adto sa Antarctica, matunga ang ice, no? Mana. The last one is dynamic stability management. Anti-roll system. Use stabilizer fins or gyroscopic stabilizers to reduce rolling and its associated stresses. And trim optimization. Maintain an optimal trim to distribute stress evenly across the hull. So, ang anti-roll system mana ang kong anti-stabilizer nana siya sa side, since stabilizer fins and gyroscopic stabilizers man fin nana diri palikpik kumbaga, no, ko sa isda. And trim optimization sa gingon to ni sir na waterline, keel waterline, and nadara sa side by side ang trim ay dili day hull and stern, bow and stern, from this to this ang trim. Dapat ma-maintain ang optimal na trim to distribute stress evenly across the hull. So, mara to siya, and thank you very much for listening.